Hello friends, welcome to Tori Talks TV, and welcome to our review of Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 2. Episode 2 is called The Lion and the Rose. Whatever does that mean? Let's dive into it! Okay, let's get started.
Okay, well, so we start and we see Ramsay Bolton, or Snow, hunting a girl, like shooting arrows at her and saying, if you make it to whatever, we'll let you free. Well, you know that's not going to happen. He has the hounds after her, and then Reek, Theon/Reek, is like also running after them like a dog.
Right.
And we can kind of tell though that like Theon/Reek is a little like disgusted in what he's seeing, but yet he has to like support him, or you know.
Reek, the artist formerly known as Theon Greyjoy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ramsay is just there's no redeeming qualities in this guy.
No. So he's just like basically like hunting her for sport. Like he's just like playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that girl that he's got.
Oh, she's no good.
She's no
Isn't
good.
it? And those are the two girls that like went to like pretend seduce Theon.
I was wondering the same thing. Like, I would think so.
Like you were friends and on the same project, but now one of them
I thought we were cool, man.
Yeah. I don't. No. The whole thing is bad.
And now you're dead.
And then Ruth Bolton comes home and sends Ramsay to go look for the Stark boys.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Do something good with your life.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just never expected Ramsay to be so evil because we thought he was the guy who was helping Theon, and now look at him.
He's so bad.
He's out of control.
No, nothing good about him.
Yeah, exactly. And then Tyrion, he notices that his brother Jaime is like a little bit depressed about, you know, not being able to fight with his hand. So he's like, hey, why don't we have Bronn train you? You know,
because it has to be a secret. Because if anyone sees that the Kingslayer can no longer fight, it would be like a weakness to the family.
That's true. Yeah, exactly.
So I thought that was really sweet. How he's like, I know someone who can help you, and it's Bronn.
Those brothers.
I know.
They got love for each other.
They do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and then Tyrion, of course, he raises a cup of wine and he says, so funny, a toast to the proud Lannister children, the dwarf, the cripple, and the mother of madness.
And I love how Tywin is all about his family and his children, and yet Tyrion just basically is like, we're all bad.
Yeah. Good job, Dad. You raised some fine people.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of another Lannister, because he is a Lannister, we see Joffrey being presented with wedding presents. And in typical Joffrey fashion,
ungrateful,
he chops up the book that Tyrion gave him with the sword that Tywin gave him that was melted down, you know.
From that sword, yes.
Yeah. So,
Joffrey, you know, he needs to get a lesson taught to him.
Like, he needs a hug or Jesus or something, because, like,
or spanking.
He's bad. Yeah.
He needs something.
He needs something.
He needs parents to hold him accountable.
Oh, exactly. Do you think he maybe knows his dad is his uncle? And so he's like, whatever, man, I'm doomed. Like, I have no chance.
I don't know. He's just bad. I can't make any excuse for him.
Well, and we don't need to. No. Shame on you. Okay.
No.
So then Tyrion decides that he needs to send Shay away because she's not safe there. Because his dad threatened.
Many times.
Yes. Like, I will kill your whore. If I find out you are betting her, then she's gone.
Yes.
I will kill her.
And so she's like not taking it very well. She takes it personally, like he doesn't want her there.
Don't be so insecure.
No, he loves you. He wants you to survive because he knows what his family will do to her.
He knows what will probably ultimately happen. So he's like gonna send her off to Pentos to protect her.
Yes.
But why does she have to be so resistant? Anyway, it obviously like breaks her heart, and then he has to like really be like mean about it and be like, "You're just a whore."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway. So let's talk about Melisandre.
My friend. So we see her sacrificing people to the Lord of Light because that's what the Lord of Light demands.
Totally.
And so get this, Stannis' wife Selyse, she's cool with it.
Yeah, I know.
She's like, I get it. It has to happen. And so Selyse also believes that her daughter with Stannis, is a sinner. And that the mark on her face is evidence of that.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Stannis tries to defend her, and she, like, doesn't really support that. I know, it's kind of sad.
It's an interesting dynamic with Celise, and she's like, yeah, you can totally do Melisandre. It's like a sister wife type thing.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like totally cool with
she's
it.
fine with it.
Polygamy in Game of Thrones.
It's really...
I mean, fine. Just add that to the list. You know what I mean?
Wow.
God, nothing surprises me anymore.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about Bran.
So this was one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
Where he touches the werewood tree. Is it werewood? It sounds like werewolf, but werewood.
I know.
That's
I heard
what
that
I think.
too. Yeah.
So that's what I'm calling it.
Yep.
And
go with it.
right when he touches it, there's like a flash, and he has this vision. But it's like of past and future. So he sees himself falling when Jaime pushed him off the tower. And then he sees his father, Ned. And then, like, I think Ned cleaning his sword.
The person who just chopped his head off, maybe is cleaning his sword?
It's not the bloody sword, though. It's not bloody. So I don't know. That one's a little ambiguous to me. But then we see shadows of dragons, big dragons, flying over King's Landing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. And then we see the Iron Throne. And I'm like,
what does it all mean?
What does it all mean? And then once it ends and he opens his eyes, he says, I know where we need to go. Where?
Bran.
Where?
Who would have thought you'd be such a pivotal
He's
part
very important.
of this game?
We thought he was dead.
Well, I just didn't understand where they were going to go with his character now that he, he can't walk, he can't do anything, but he's still very much important to the storyline. Yeah. Good job, Bran. I'm happy for you. All right, so can we just talk about the big event of... Well, the season. Yeah. So here, Joffrey and Marjorie were at the wedding.
Oh, the wedding.
And it's also called...
The Purple Wedding?
Yep. So you remember the Red Wedding?
Yes.
From last season, obviously. Well, this is called the Purple Wedding. And, I have high hopes for the Purple Wedding. Purple's my favorite color.
Purple's a great color.
Yeah. So this is going to be great.
So a couple of the things I loved, and this could totally be just because it's the second viewing for us.
Yeah.
But Lady Olenna Tyrell, she's got some zingers.
She's so cool.
So at the wedding, we hear her say, "Cursed be he who dare tear them asunder." Cursed be he. And then we also see shots of her in the background when she said that. And then at the reception, there's lots of shots of her. And then as she pays respects to Sansa for the loss of Robb, she says how awful it is to kill a man at a wedding. Wink, wink.
Oh, interesting.
I know.
Interesting you'd say that.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So during this very awkward wedding, Joffrey decides to put on like a little show with little men. Kind of look similar to Tyrion, right? Right, and they're like, I think they're all like the houses. There's like the Starks and the Lannisters, and basically reenacts the death of Robb Stark right in front of Sansa, who's there at the wedding.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's classy.
What a jerk.
I know. And again, like, I'm always like, oh, he couldn't get any worse. And then he does. Yeah.
He does.
So he's at his wedding. He's enjoying life. His mom, Cersei, is so proud. Everything's great. And then all of a sudden, he's like, because he's totally bullying Tyrion at this point.
He was like making him serve him wine and making him kneel, this whole thing. But then Marjorie tries to like break the tension. And she's like, oh, the pie.
Oh, of course.
The pie.
It's time for the pie.
And then doesn't Joffrey like get the sword and like cut the pie?
Oh, yeah.
And the birds fly.
Maybe that's like something traditional that they do there.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's eating his pie.
And then he like
drinking his wine. And then all of a sudden he's like, doing the universal sign for like, I'm joking. And you're like, what's happening? And again, I knew something bad was going to happen because all of them were a little too happy, a little too comfortable. So he's choking and he's choking and he's still choking and he's not stopping. And Lady Olenna's like, save your king, you fools, or whatever she says. And like there's chaos and madness and pandemonium. And then he's like, he falls.
Yeah.
And his dad / uncle is like trying to come to his rescue. But then his mom comes over and is like holding him, and it's like this big dramatic scene, and then all of a sudden he's bleeding out of his eyes and his nose. Everything. You're like, is Joffrey gonna die, dude? Like, I'm like, wait, no. No.
Are you serious?
Like, this is the demise of Joffrey.
You don't want to get too excited that this is really happening.
Wait, like someo's gonna come and like save him. Like we're gonna get like the paramedics here. Like everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna revive him. No,
nope.
He died.
He's dead.
Joffrey's dead.
Joffrey's dead, people.
Oh my gosh.
So satisfying.
Sweet. Yeah, exactly. Oh, is that bad that we're celebrating his death?
He was bad.
Yeah, he's a bad seed.
He did nothing good.
Not one thing good.
I dare you to tell me one good thing he did.
Full of evil. Go ahead,
besides
try.
die.
Nice, exactly. So his mom is obviously distraught, but,
yes.
you know, maybe you should have tried a little harder.
Maybe.
Maybe he needed more love. I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was super exciting. And thank you so much, Game of Thrones, for making that in episode 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like spruce it up a little bit. Like,
yeah, what else?
Right off the bat.
I mean, the season could be over right there, but nope, it's not.
True. Nope, there's so much more to come. Speaking of which, we gotta go. So join us next time when we review Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 3. Thanks so much for watching. See you then.